Shit. Oh, can I skip this? What the hell was that? So. Don't see it. Yeah, maybe I can use this thing. So what, do I sneak up on it and stab it? Well, that did nothing! Was there something I was supposed to do with that? I mean, I'm guessing that the dagger is important, maybe? Okay. What the hell was that? Okay. You stop. Oh! Where is it? Oh, there you are! I have no idea where the fuck the thing went. Oh, hi, there you are! Oh, you know I'm in here. Ah, great. What the fuck do I do to get away from you? What the hell was that? Okay, the Shambler is a painting. Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. It's undeniable. The widow didn't tell me everything, but her house speaks for itself. Everything began with Francis Sanders' obsession with the Shambler, an exceptional painting in more ways than one. Alright. My sanity is shaken, understandably. Oh! Well, I missed one thing, but I've got the macabre discovery, the death of Francis, the Malleus Bestiarium, so apparently I missed one thing in, this. Okay. Francis is 47. Irene, 41. And we've got the Riverside Institute. In the way of occult things, we've got Dimensional Shambler. The Dimensional Shambler comes from a dark and inhospitable dimension, where the rarity of food sources keeps it in a state of permanent starvation. This is why it's in a constant state of readiness to travel to other dimensions in order to feed on its inhabitants. Make sure you never weaken the veils of your dimension, otherwise you risk attracting this very dangerous creature. Should this happen, you just have to lay eyes upon it for its being to anchor itself in your dimension, and to allow it to rip you open with its claws. Extract taken from the Malleus Bestiarium by Abigail G. That doesn't help me figure out how the fuck to get rid of it. Sanders. Got the key, knowledge-wise. How the fuck do I fucking get rid of this fucker? Well, I found it. Fuck. Down. Maybe I can use this thing. I was hoping that would be an attack. I have to figure out how the fuck to attack this fucker. With any of the things. I figured out guard, but that doesn't do shit to help me. Well, shit. I go over here. Down. Maybe I can use this thing. That's guard. That's like a stand, like ground, I guess. How do I fucking do something against you? No. Just standing there with it blocking doesn't do shit. What the hell was that? Is there no fucking attack? Wait. I have an idea. It's dumb, but it could work. Yeah, maybe I can use this thing. I think I was on the right track, but I should have hid. What the hell was that? Dimensional Shambler, try to keep up, Edward. Maybe I can use this thing. I can't even touch it. Damn it. Okay. Can't fucking see. Let's just hope this fucking works. Please no. Please no. Where is it? Fuck! Fuck, it sees me. Okay, I see it. Please don't. Please don't! Fuck! How the fuck do I get away from this thing enough to stab the goddamn painting? Ah! What the fuck is it? Damn it. This dagger didn't work. Ah! Yeah, I tried, but that shit didn't work. Maybe if I'm lucky there's a specific dagger? Ah, damn it! Could it be that you have to hit it with multiple daggers and then it goes away? Son of a bitch! What the hell was that? Maybe I can use this dagger. Damn it! This dagger didn't work. Okay, my new plan is I'm going to wander around this place, smashing and grabbing every fucking dagger and trying that. Yeah, I had the fucking... That was my idea, yes. Right. Because if I don't look at it, it can't take shape. Nope, wasn't that dagger. Oh, eventually I'll find the dagger. Or I'll die. I know it's not one of those three, so that's good, I guess. Where is it? Oh. Well, I can't continue my circuit because you fucked that up. Oh, please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. Yes, there you are, I see you. But for some reason I'm faster than you, Dimensional Shambler, and that works just great for me. Are you my magic dagger that'll get rid of this fucking painting? That is a no. Ah, fuck. What the hell was that? Your mother wants it to you. So that's the fucking thing. I know now it's not any of the fucking things in here. I'm aware, thank you. No, not that one. I hate this trial and error bullshit. Is this the dagger that'll kill the fucking portal? The answer was no, and here I die again. God, I fucking hate this. Is it trial and error, or is it all of them? What the hell was that? Oh, there's the fucker there. Can I grab this one? Yeah, maybe. I can use this thing. Well, here comes my inevitable death. What the hell was that? Yeah, maybe I can use this thing. So there it is. Still no. Damn it. Here comes my death. Oh, I didn't die. Nope, here I go. Son of a bitch, I have no idea which daggers I've tried! What the hell was that?
Okay. I looked online because this trial and error bullshit is starting to piss me off. So, I now know which dagger is the dagger that's going to fucking finally beat the stupid fucking Shambler. It's as far away from you as physically possible. You need to hide if you think it's close. Pay attention up. It's right fucking next to you. Is gonna kill me. Yep. So much for that! Are you done so I can try again?
What the hell was that?
It's this dagger!
This dagger looks different.
Fuck you, Shambler! The guide mentioned I should have hid and tried stealthing around. Fuck that. Run around, grab the fucker, run here, stab. Could you not? Shambler, could you not? Back to hell with you! Or wherever the fuck it is you came from. That's not great.
What's the matter with you?
Okay. What?
You sure you
Hey.
won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Yes. Damn it!
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart.
I think she means the dagger.
I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
Ah. And you're giving me this information free of
It's
charge.
not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I've still got things to settle with Irene.
All right. Don't look at the painting, by the way. Well, goodbye. I guess. I probably had a lot of shit to cut. Chapter 7, The Nameless Bookstore. The Shambler turned out to be much more than an artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins. As a huge creature came out of the painting to attack Pierce. After a hard fight, the detective managed to send it back into the painting. He later discovered that the dagger he used to repel the creature had been sold to Sanders by a man named Algernon Drake, owner of the Nameless Bookstore. Pierce decided to pay the library a visit. Seems someone was here before me.
Where is the bookseller?
Excellent question. Normally I go to a bookstore, I expect to see someone that sells books.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Huh. The pastor declared himself to be the prophet. He renounced God and worshipped a strange pagan entity with a monstrous appearance. His wife tried to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he might listen to his voice. He might listen to the voice in his head. I'm sorry, this voice in his head. Because it holds the truth. Alright, so I'm missing volumes 1, 3, and 3. And whatever comes after, probably. Maybe I need a higher spot hidden to find those. Darkwater History, Volume 2. Harry Campbell. A Puritan colony led by Reverend John Wickwood settled on the island during the 17th century. They named the island Darkwater because of the dark shades of the sea. They believed it was because of the peculiar color of the rocks surrounding the island. They erected the first buildings, among which were the Hawkins Manor, the church, and the cemetery. The rare documents and handwritten notes they left spoke of nightmares and deviant behaviors. They disappeared at the beginning of the 18th century. Alright. Okay. Ooh. Excellent. Huh. Darkwater History Volume 4. In the 19th century, as the American whaling industry reached its peak and the rest of the world, whales gradually disappeared from the water surrounding Darkwater. This phenomenon appears even more mysterious because, up till then, the region was a favored refuge for crustaceans. In 1874, after months of pursuit, Scylla returns to port with a gigantic creature on board. Its crew asserts that the sea monster had eaten all of the disappearing whales. After a night of ferocious combat, the survivors managed to drag the beast onto the whaling ship. Alright. Huh. Wonder if he was playing chess with someone. Okay. Before I continue that way, let's check over here.
What happened here?
Oh, let's go to the past.
Let's start over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work.
Indeed.
Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably.
Probably Charles. Or some other cultist, I suppose. It doesn't all have to be Charles.
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
Well, it's probably due to the fact that he, isn't all human, you know? Oh, wow, a lot of shit here.
What killed all these animals?
What the fuck?
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
Ah.
What the... Charles Hawkins?
Aha!
What's happening to Hawkins? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
Ah!
Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe.
It was a book. A book that I apparently cannot see.
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
Alright. Back to reality. The burglary.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
A page seems to be hidden here. It's possible to read. If someone finds these memoirs, there will be no doubt that I am in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality, in order that they be recovered and burned. The funeral urn must be given to my dear mother, if she is still of this world. The following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if the celebrated author says, "Order is the plateau of reason, and disorder is the delight of the imagination." Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that the reason usually prevails in the end. If, by chance, a person, or should I say, a genius, was to match my intellect and find the combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its contents to the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage of the Miskatonic University. The content of this safe is not only a valid digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall into the wrong hands. I hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents, and that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you, nor suffer from your actions. Alright. Well, looks like we're going to need to find a safe combination. Alright. But with that, I think we'll end this episode here. In the next one, we'll, get started. See you guys then.